Back to follow-up segment tonight. As you may know, President Obama began a controversy yesterday by comparing Christian atrocities nearly 1,000 years ago to Muslim atrocities today. Soundbite has been played over and over and over, but just in case you didn't see it, here it is.
Lest we get on our high horse and think this is unique to some other place, remember that during the Crusades and the Inquisition, people committed terrible deeds in the name of Christ. In our home country, slavery and Jim Crow all too often was justified in the name of Christ.
Now, joining us now from Dallas, Pastor Robert Jeffress, a Fox News contributor. So I want you to put Jesus at the prayer breakfast, and there's the Nazarene, and he's multiplying the loaves and fishes so everybody has plenty to eat. All right? And he hears this from the President of the United States. How do you think Jesus would react?
I would imagine that Jesus would be outraged that the president would willfully mischaracterize a movement like Christianity that bears Christ's name. I believe that Jesus, who said it would be better to be cast into the sea than to harm a child, would be incensed that Obama would dare link Christianity to ISIS, an organization that tortures children, buries them alive, and crucifies them.
But let me play devil's
it.
advocate here, pardon the pun. He didn't compare Christianity to Islam in the sense that he was giving a moral equivalency. What he did say was, in the name of Christ, he used the word Christ, the Redeemer, that wars were launched, certainly true, no doubt about it, and that there was a period of inquisition where people were tortured if they wouldn't renounce what the torturers felt was heresy. That's historical fact. But it happened a long time ago. So I'm saying
that's not the point, Bill.
Go ahead.
Bill, that's not the point. I keep hearing people say it happened a long time ago, but it did happen, and you're absolutely correct about that. But let's put that in perspective. The president mentioned the Inquisition. The Inquisition lasted 450 years. There were 2,200 people who died. That's about 5 a year. More people died on 9/11 one day at the hand of Muslim terrorists than in all of the Inquisition. And you know, I hear people talk about Christians who commit these abortion clinic bombings. Do you know how many people have died in abortion clinic bombings? A total of 8. Why, that's not even a good day's work for a Muslim terrorist. There have been millions of people slaughtered by Muslim extremists. What I'm saying is there is no moral equivalency here.
Okay. Do you believe that Barack Obama at the prayer breakfast yesterday meant to slight Christianity?
Absolutely. And let me tell you what his real goal is. His real goal in stepping up there was to deny the relationship between terrorism and Islam, and the way he was going to do it would be by demeaning and degrading the Christian faith. It's kind of like a verbal sleight of hand trick, Bill. Instead of focusing on ISIS burning people alive and burying kids, let's focus instead on these Christians and the terrible things that they've done. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Didn't he know that people like you, to some extent me, were going to come after him, and that it was going to be very hard for him to defend his position? Did he know that?
He knew that, and he doesn't care. Look, people have asked me, am I offended by what the president said? Yes, I'm offended as a Christian, but as an American, I'm alarmed that we have a president who will not acknowledge the root cause of the threat that we are facing. You've been comparing night after night this movement to Nazism. Look, the Nazis were trying to establish the master race. Islamists are trying to establish the master faith. We better wake up and realize what's going on here.
All right, Pastor, thanks as always.